If you can't stand on one foot for 10 seconds, your brain is signaling you are at high risk of a fall. This 5-minute routine of 3 key moves is how physical therapists rebuild rock-solid hip stability and balance. Let's begin right away with the pelvic lift. The first exercise is the pelvic lift or glute bridge. Okay, our first move is the pelvic lift, but you might know it as the glute bridge. This is the foundation of our routine because it directly works the gluteus maximus, the biggest muscle in your body, and it's key for building core and pelvic stability. Think of your pelvis as the central hub of your body. When it's stable, everything from your lower back to your knees is better supported. This one exercise is amazing for counteracting the effects of long periods of sitting, which causes the muscles at the front of our hips to get tight and our glutes to grow weak. And the science supports this. Regular glute bridge training can greatly increase hip strength and improve your ability to do daily things like standing up from a chair, getting out of bed, and walking with a more powerful, confident stride. Here's how we do it slowly and with control. Go ahead and lie on your back on a comfortable surface, like a carpeted floor or a yoga mat. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor about hip-width apart. You should be able to just about touch your heels with your fingertips. Let your arms rest comfortably at your sides, palms down. Now, before you do anything, take a gentle breath in. As you breathe out, gently tighten your core. Imagine you're pulling your belly button down towards your spine. This is key to protecting your lower back. On your next breath out, press through your heels and slowly lift your hips off the floor, squeezing your glutes at the top. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Be careful not to arch your back too much. All the work should come from your glutes, not your spine. Hold this position at the top for 3 to 5 seconds, really focusing on that squeeze. Then slowly and with total control, lower your hips back down. Don't just drop down. Control the movement all the way. That's 1 rep. We're going to aim for 8 to 12 repetitions. And please remember to breathe. For those who find it tough to get on the floor, you can do a seated version. Just sit tall on the edge of a chair and focus on squeezing your glutes, feeling a slight lift in your seat. The important thing is activating that muscle. The goal here is progress, not perfection. Great job! Our second move is the stability leg raise, also called standing hip abduction. If the glute bridge builds your forward and back power, this exercise is the secret to rock-solid side-to-side balance. Have you ever felt a little wobbly when shifting your weight or unsteady on uneven ground? That often comes from weakness in the hip abductor muscles on the sides of your hips, especially the gluteus medius. These are your main pelvic stabilizers. When they're strong, they prevent your hip from dropping side to side with each step, giving you a smooth, stable walk, and making this one of the most effective moves for fall prevention. Here's how to perform it safely. Stand tall next to a sturdy chair, a wall, or a counter, and place one hand on it for support. Your feet should be hip-width apart, your posture upright. Imagine a string gently pulling the top of your head to the ceiling. Now, shift your weight onto the leg closest to the chair and brace your core. Slowly and with absolute control, lift your outside leg straight out to the side. The key is not to swing the leg or use momentum. Make it a slow, deliberate movement. Only lift your leg as high as you can without leaning your upper body. The goal is to isolate the work in your hip, not to see how high you can kick. A lift of just a few inches is incredibly effective if done right. Keep your toes pointing forward, not up. Hold the leg at its highest point for 2 or 3 seconds. You should feel that muscle on the side of your hip working. Then, just as slowly, lower the leg back down. That's 1 repetition. Let's aim for 10 to 12 reps on one side, then carefully switch and do the same on the other. As you get stronger, you might find you only need a finger or 2 on the chair for support. The ultimate goal is to do this with no support at all, which is a fantastic test of your improving balance. We've arrived at our final and most important movement, the functional power squat, or what we call the chair sit to stand. This exercise is a powerhouse because it's a direct rehearsal for one of the most fundamental things we do every single day, getting up. Every time you rise from a chair, get out of a car, or stand up from the toilet, you're doing this exact movement. Being able to do it easily is a cornerstone of independence. As we age, a loss of lower body strength can make this simple act a struggle. The chair sit to stand directly rebuilds that functional strength in your glutes, your thighs, and your core. Let's do this one together, focusing on great form. Start by sitting on the front third of a sturdy chair. Your feet should be flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart, with your toes slightly behind your knees. Now, here's the most important cue. Lean your torso forward until your nose is over your toes. This isn't cheating, it's essential. It shifts your center of gravity forward so you can use your powerful leg muscles to stand up. Cross your arms over your chest to keep from pushing off. From this nose over toes position, press firmly through your heels and drive your body up to a full standing position. Squeeze your glutes at the top. All the power should come from your legs. Now for part 2, sitting back down. Don't just collapse into the chair. Reverse the motion slowly. Hinge at your hips, push your bottom back as if you're reaching for the chair, and lower yourself with control until you're seated again. That is 1 rep. Let's aim for a set of 10 repetitions. If this is challenging at first, that's completely normal. A great modification is to use the armrests to assist you. Just try to use your hands as little as possible, and over time, you'll rely on them less and less as your legs get stronger. And if the full movement is too much right now, try a seated march. While sitting tall, just lift one knee, hold for a second, lower it, and then lift the other. It's a wonderful starting point. And that is your complete 5-minute hip ritual, the pelvic lift for foundational strength, the stability leg raise for balance, and the chair sit to stand for real-world power. If you believe in taking consistent steps toward regaining your independence, please hit the like button on this video. Now I want to hear from you. If you found this routine helpful, just type yes in the comments below. If any of the movements were confusing, type the number 2 so I know exactly where to improve. And if you want to continue strengthening your body with simple routines, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Remember, this consistency pays enormous dividends. It's not just about strong hips. It's about walking without fear and holding on to the freedom to live your life on your own terms. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video.